Hello, hello again, my friends. We are back. Another great American craft brewery with Kyle trying to get the camera phone angled right here today. I got a new brewery here I'm going to review. I think with James picked this up actually about a week ago, and I picked up a new brewery. This is a brewery called Around the Bend Beer Company. This artwork, it looks like a pelican almost, like an ostrich. The brewing company is called Around the Bend Brewing Company. They're located out of Chicago, Illinois. First time I've ever heard of this company. This beer jumped all over it. 6-pack was $10. This is called the Vera. The Vera, V-E-R-A, folks. A pistachio cream ale. Interesting indeed. It says brewed and canned in Chicago, Illinois. It says pistachios, spices, pea, Vera have been used in culinary applications for thousands of years. For a much shorter period, innovative brewers have used them to add a luscious character to their beers. Our delicate cream ale with Caravan malt adds a touch more body than some others might at just over 5%. This is a session beer you'll want to get cracking. Really cool thing about this company, I do want to add, it gives the alcohol, the IBUs, the OG, the GUBU, the malts, the hops. It's made with Tettnang hops. The malts are Maris, Otter, Two-Row, Carpellus, Caravine, and Corn. It says paired well with Lishu, spice rub, roast pork, light nutty cheeses, lemon tusk tart. Interesting. I love the logo, the artwork. Around the Bend Beer Company, Chicago, Illinois. This is a Vera pistachio cream ale. Let's get it going. I've had this beer. I was telling you, I picked this up. It was a 6-pack. I've had a couple of them. I think it's good, but I'm going to get into why I think it's not great. Here's the pour. Out of the glass, no glassware. So we're using our hand in any up and glass, and Andrea will be commenting and Brent very shortly with their disgust and displeasure, and that's quite alright. Never even heard of Around the Bend until last week at Jungle Jim's. And they had an IPA as well, but me being not the biggest hotbed, Audrey Rodgers, a.k.a. I wanted to shoot for something different. I'm sure the IPA will be there. As hotbeds delights. Now look at this color. This is an awesome color. You pour this out, and it's almost looks like a cream soda. I mean, this looks like, you know, a Barks cream soda, Virgil, Stewart. The color of this is tremendous. That light like golden amber color. The head is nice. The aroma is fairly good as well. So, presentation wise, this looks awesome. I don't think you could even, I mean, it may look like you're drinking a Virgil's cream soda or a Stewart's or whatever your cream soda company is, and it just looks awesome. Again, pistachio cream ale. So let's get some aroma here. You know, for me, maltiness, breadiness, some hints of vanilla. I mean, there's a slight amount of vanilla extract in there. Pistachios don't really have a distinct aroma like a peanut does, or maybe an almond that I know of. I mean, they're great, but yeah, just some malts, definitely a little bit of bready, some grass as well. So let's thank the brewers Around the Bend for their hard work. Hopefully I can enjoy this beer and many more. And cheers to those watching. Happy Hump Day Eve. Here we go, folks. Wow. Tell you what, I have to say something. This beer is as refreshing as shit. My God, that is a great flavor. I'm getting that cream ale right now, the vanilla cream ale. Oh my, going down the palate right now. This is a great summer beer. What was the ABV? 5 even? Yeah, 5.2, so yeah, nothing much. But yeah, you really just, that is refreshing. And again, $10 a sixer, you can't beat it, especially from a communist city like Chicago that likes to rape people. So cheers to, kudos Around the Bend for not raping people on their prices. I'm sure they got some big boys that are pricey, but yeah, $10. I'll pay $10 for any 6-pack craft beer. I'll pay $10 for Boston Lager or Blue Moon. That's reasonable. I mean, you're looking at $1.25 a beer, folks. I mean, for a good beer. I mean, people bitch about $10 a 6-pack still today. I wouldn't bitch about that back in 1999. It's $1.25 a beer, and it's craft. Yeah, you just get the naysayers out there. It's mind-boggling. To each his own. That's why Run America. Kudos to everybody. Everybody has their opinion. I shouldn't bitch, but yeah, $10 a 6-pack. But man, this is a refreshing beer. However, the pistachios, I think they're in there, but I don't get much. I get a lot of vanilla, a lot of cream ale. I just don't get much in the way of pistachios. However, this is a kick-ass beer. I gotta score it a B. Because in my humble opinion, I don't get any pistachios. Now, someone else could drink this and say, oh, there's tons of pistachios, and they're probably in the beer. I'm not calling the company a liar. I just don't get them on my taste buds. It's my opinion. But I do think the vanilla cream ale on this beer is awesome. My God, that vanilla cream. I mean, it almost is like drinking cream soda, quite honestly. There's obviously no alcohol, no warming at 5.2. You get a little bit of malty breadiness on the back end. But I tell you what, it's a good beer. It's a B. But in my opinion, I rated a B, not an A, because of minimal, to me, almost no pistachio flavor. Great Mark Linville, I gave him a can of this, and he actually said he had some pistachios. I think he said it was light, but he got some, and I think they're in there. I'm not knocking the brewer. But I do think this is a good beer. Summertime beer, if you like vanilla cream ales, I certainly do. I mean, the big three I've drank, the Not Your Father's, and just last week, the All-Tech. This is probably right up there, as good as those three. I mean, they're all three kind of the same, but this one definitely refreshing. I'll let the beer get a little bit colder. Last time I drank it, I actually started reviewing this beer. I want to say something. When I bought this beer 2 weeks ago, I started a review, and then a guy was pulling out in front of my house right here, and was in my driveway for about 8 minutes. And he sat around, he got out of his truck, and he kind of looked around, and I stopped the recording, and I said, can I help you? He goes, oh, wrong house, and he went over to my neighbor's house and had a package. But it was weird, because he wasn't UPS or FedEx or a courier. It was just a random, truck, a van, a beaten-up van. Kind of interesting, but again, everything was all well. But so I started this review, and the beer was not as cold as I would have liked. One thing here, we do look to see if we have a date on the can. I did not see that. Again, they should date their products, but I don't think it's going to be the end of the world and the end all for me, because with my 242nd review, I probably had maybe 100 that have not had date stamp, and they've been kick-ass beers from kick-ass breweries. Now, do you want a date stamp, and is it nice to have? Certainly. I certainly would think that a craft beer company that makes the money they do, some of these, if I'm paying $15 for a bomber, there should be a date. Or $14 for a 6-pack, or $15 for a 4-pack. Because Bud Light and Budweiser date their stuff, and that's water and piss. So I kind of think they should. I'm not going to say I'm not going to drink a beer or not going to like a beer because of it, but I definitely think it is kind of bush league not to do it. But I will say one other thing, though. We've had a lot of beers that are kind of past their prime by a month or a couple of weeks that taste just fine, depending on the style of beer. This is, I don't get a date on it, but this is really, really good. So, it's the Vera Pistachio Cream Ale from Around the Bend, folks. Check them out if you're Jungle Gyms, or if you're in the Midwest. I know a lot of people up in Chicago, I'm certainly Indiana, Illinois, have had this. First time I saw them in Jungle Gyms 3 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I think it was 3 weeks ago from tomorrow, Thursday. And they had an IPA, 2 beers. This is an IPA as well. So I give it a B because minimal pistachio. I've rambled long enough. Life's too short. They must be happy, my friends. And cheers, everybody. See you soon.